For those of you that haven't followed any of my birth stuff, I suggest those videos. I'll link the main one below, and it compares my cesarean to my VBAC, pregnancy and birth. And basically I talk about that although natural drug-free birth compared to cesarean, the results are better. You feel better, both physically and emotionally. It's better for your baby. I am very honest about how much horrific pain I went through. And I was thinking about that more today, and the reasons why I should go through that again, because I have been very nervous about my third pregnancy. I'm about 15 weeks. And before I got pregnant, I was pretty resolute about just getting an epidural and getting it over with. But obviously I don't really want that. And I'm now working with a midwife and some other teachers and resources to help me get over the fear of the pain that I know is coming. Anyways, the reason why, even though a lot of people are just telling me to get the epidural, why I want to go through it again is, isn't that what being human entails, and what makes being human good and worthwhile? The wide range of emotions we feel. And when you go through a hospital experience, they often make your birth numb. Even if you have a natural birth and you get the epidural, your whole experience is numbed and you don't feel anything. You feel a lot less emotionally, you feel a lot less physically. And having a drug-free birth, I have to say that maybe short of having that first amazing in-love feeling and then the subsequent heartbreak that comes from that, short of that, there's nothing in my life, in my 30 years of female life, that compares to the insane emotions you feel pre, during, and post natural childbirth. I feel like I didn't even feel everything I could have felt. I feel like I didn't get the love cocktail that women talk about, maybe this time, but because there's the contrast of the horrific pain and then the reward of the wonderful baby, and you're not numbed and you can actually be with your baby, that makes it worthwhile for me. So I will say, if you have not had that experience yet, maybe that is the reason that makes more sense than like just, oh, your baby won't get the drugs. Or not that that's a bad reason, that's a great reason. And not just, oh, it's like a very grandiose accomplishment for, especially if you do have really, really painful contractions. And I don't know, people give a lot of different reasons, but I think the one I just described, that full range of human emotion and experience, I think that is the most valid reason. And I wanted to share that. Now, the title of the video is a unique or a rare birth, pregnancy. And so in my previous video, I talk about how I'm a very interesting woman. I have 2 uterus, 2 cervix, 2 full ones, totally separate. So I was pregnant in my right uterus with my son, and I got a cesarean. So then I got a VBAC with my daughter, which means I was pregnant in the uterus that was cut for the cesarean. And now my third pregnancy is in my left uterus, in my what I thought was my lazy uterus, but apparently not. So this is technically my first pregnancy in a way, but it's not a VBAC. So I have not a VBAC after a VBAC. It's quite unique, and I think it's very interesting. It's making me a little nervous, but I talked to my OB and my midwife, and they actually say it makes me lower risk because there's no scar on my uterus. And I am going to see how I feel at home, and if I feel that I can handle it and everything's going well, I may stay home, because honestly, I didn't have a bad experience at the hospital, but it's still COVID somehow. So I don't really want to be around a bunch of masked people. They're going to mask my husband. I can't bring my kids. I'd like my son to be part of this experience again. He was awesome last time. Wish me luck. Thank you. That's about it. If you have any questions, post them below. If you need any encouragement, you just... My only advice here, if you want to do a natural birth and you're scared of the pain or you're worried, you have to make that decision and you have to stick by it. I caved in the middle of mine and my husband was like, nope, you're following your birth plan. And he did not allow anybody to touch me or put an epidural in me, even though I wanted it. And I'm so glad he did that, because I was 6 hours in and I only had 2 more hours. And if I had caved and gotten the drugs, what the heck was the point of those prior hours of pain? So you just need to make a decision, and you need to mentally not give yourself another option. Like, you're only getting an epidural if you're getting a C-section type of mindset. So anyways, that's my only advice, because honestly, I did not prepare for the pain properly, or maybe my pain was so severe that I couldn't have prepared for it. I'm going to prepare for it more this time. And I'll do a post-birth video and let you guys know if my contractions were 20% less painful, as my midwife reassures me they may be, because I'm on a new regiment of preparation. Okay, hope you enjoyed this update, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.